Okay. Today we're going to talk about composite functions. So composite functions are a way of combining two functions. Oh shoot, I didn't do attendance. Let me do that really quick. That's important. There are 3 different ways to notate. We can either do these parentheses F little circle G parentheses X. This one is my favorite. To me it makes the most sense because when we talk about just regular functions, we just have, f of x, f parentheses x. So writing it in this way makes the most sense to me, to my brain. This way is just this, but instead of having 2 sets of parentheses right next to each other, like not a lot of people like to write parentheses like this. It just changes it so that we don't have 2 parentheses right next to each other. So the way that we say it is f of g of x, or f composed with g. The first one kind of makes sense because usually a function we say f of x. So when we're combining functions, we say f of g of x. On the right side, it's the exact same thing. We just kind of switch our letters around a bit. We say g of f of x because we have our g first here. Or g composed with f. So when on your homework, there is a question that looks like this, and then there's a question directly after it that looks like this. Those are the exact same thing. It's the exact same question, exact same answer, exact same process. They mean the exact same thing. Okay? Okay. Usually the way this will work with composite functions is they will give you an f of x and a g of x or h of x or, whatever of x. And it will tell you to evaluate or ask what is, and that's what it wants you to find. So we're going to do some work to find f of g of 3. To do that, we're always going to work inside out. So that means that I need to find g of 3 first. I'm going to come over here. G of 3, which is this exactly the same thing that we were doing yesterday. We're just going to put that 3 in place of x in my g of x function. I'm going to run out of room. I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit. So I have 3 cubed plus 2. What is 3 cubed? 27 plus 2 is? 27 plus 2. 27 plus 2. 29, yes. I can't hear very well, and you mumble, so I can never hear what you say. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you the first time. My apologies. Okay, now that we have found g of 3, we are going to find f of g of 3. That just means taking this answer, and that's what we're going to plug in for x in our f of x function. So now I'm going to find f of 29. So I have 3 times 29 minus 1. What is 3 times 29? That was a great guess, because that is the answer. What is 87 minus 1? 86. I know that sounds like a dumb question, but I want to make sure you're paying attention, that you're getting what I'm saying, right? So f of g of 3 equals 86. All right, I will have you do one on your own. This says f of x is 3x minus 1, g of x is x cubed plus 2, which is the exact same functions we just did. Except now it wants us to evaluate g of f of 1. So what is the first step going to be? What are you going to evaluate first? The 1. Which function are you going to put it into?
The G,
The f, yes. Because the f is inside. This says f of 1 right here, so we need to find f of 1 first. It's gonna be a number, babe. You could write it on your paper and do the math. When you have an answer for f of 1, somebody raise your hand and let me know what you got. Anybody have just f of 1? We don't need the whole thing quite yet, just f of 1.
like the answer?
Yeah.
I got 0.
Okay. I don't know how you got that. I'm not saying it's awful. I'm not saying it's horrible. It's a couple of digits off. So let's walk through it. So f of 1, our f of x function is 3x minus 1. So we're going to place that x with a 1. So we have 3 times 1. How did you get, what did you do? How did you get 0? You forgot the 3 was there? Oh my goodness. Okay, so do you have a new answer? Oh, I'm sorry. It's 2, yes. F of 1 is 2. What am I going to do with this 2 now that I've got it? The other, let's say the other function, so that we know exactly what we're talking about. Just, just to be super precise with our language. So we are going to find g of 2 now. And when you have an answer for that, let me know. I have no idea. So what I did, there were 2 separate homework pages for this section, for composite functions. What I did was I shortened them both, and then I combined them into one assignment, so that there's only one thing for you to have to turn in. That's why there's a back. I know, that's awful of me, but totally horrible. Totally the worst thing I could have ever done. Okay, g of 2, what did we get? 10? Yeah. Is that a consensus that we can agree upon?
Well, he's saying he doesn't know because he can't even do the word. I'm just taking a guess, alright? That's in my head.
Okay. So g of 2 is going to be 2 cubed plus 2. 2 cubed is 8. And 8 plus 2 is 10.
What'd you say?
Okay. My 6th hour yesterday needed a couple more examples. So I think I'll do a couple more examples with you guys from the homework, just so that I know for sure that you really, really know how to do this. I feel like composite functions can be one of the more difficult parts of this unit, and it's a very important part of this unit because it's like in the unit name, because the unit is composite and inverse functions. So I want to make sure you really, really understand. There's also some questions on the homework that I don't think make sense on the homework at all. So we're going to do one of those as well. Let's start with number 1. Actually, did I not give you one? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. To the bathroom? Yeah, I guess. I'm going to copy down my functions first, actually. So for that first section, f of x is 2x plus 1, and g of x is 3x minus 2. It's hanging on that clipboard. Okay. Number 1 is f of g of x. This one, number 2 and number 3, might be a little confusing because there's no variable or there's no number in place of x. So this is just asking us to find the function when we plug g of x in for the x of f of x. That sounded way more complicated than it is, I swear. So it's just like if we were given a number in place of the variable to put in place of x. We're going to take the entire g of x function and replace x with the entire g of x function. So for f of x, f of g of x is going to be 2. And then this entire function here is going to replace x. 3x minus 2. And then I need to finish this function out. So I have plus 1. I'm almost done here. My only thing I need to do now is I need to distribute and combine my like terms. So I'm going to distribute my 2 into these parentheses. So I have 6x minus 4 plus 1. And then I just got to combine my like terms. So I have 6x minus 3. Number 2 is going to be the exact same thing, except you're going to take the f of x. Yeah. You're going to take the f of x function and plug it all in to the g of x function. Let's go ahead and do number 4. And number 4 says f of g of 5 which function am I going, oh my goodness, excuse me, am I going to plug that 5 into? We go from the inside out, right? So what is the inside function?
Is that a trick question?
No.
They're both.
Huh?
They're both.
So this is the inside. Because it's this is why I prefer to write my functions, my composite functions like that. Because that's way easier to understand, right? So this one, when they look like this, it's going to be the furthest on the right. So in this case, I guess it would be more accurate to say we work right to left instead of inside out. Okay? So where am I going to plug that 5? Into g of x, yes. So I am going to find g of 5. And that is going to be 3 times 5 minus 2. What is 3 times 5? 15 minus 2? 13. What am I going to do with that 13 now that I've got it? Plug it into f of x. So I'm going to find f of 13. That's going to be 2 times 13 plus 1. What is 2 times 13? 26 plus 1? 27. Okay. The next section, the 8, 9, and 10, these are the ones that don't make sense to me being on this homework. So I'm going to do one of them. I think I'll do let's do number 9. I think that one's the most difficult. Number 9 says x equals 2y minus 3 divided by 4. And the instructions tell me to solve for x. No, they don't. They say solve for y, actually. Goodness gracious. That just means that they want me to rearrange this equation so that I have y equals something instead of x equals something. What is my first step going to be in getting y by itself? Multiply what by both sides? 4, yep. So the furthest thing from y, which is what I try to find usually, is this 4. So we are going to do opposite operations and multiply both sides by 4. So I have 4x equals, these 4's cross out here, 2y minus 3. What is my next step in getting y by itself? Add 3 to both sides. So I have 4x plus 3 equals 2y. Last step to get y by itself. Divide both sides by 2. So I have 4x plus 3 divided by 2 equals y. Can I simplify this at all? If you don't know, why would you answer? But usually that's like we keep that to ourselves. Okay. This is also, I could rewrite this as 4 over 2x plus 3 over 2 equals y. Can I simplify either of those fractions? Does anybody know?
I think Aiden said he knows.
Yes.
Yes, I can. Which fraction can I simplify?
Oh wait, 4 and 2.
4 and 2, yes. What is 4 divided by 2 simplify to?
2.
2. So I'm going to rewrite this with y on the left because that makes the most sense for most of our brains. So I have y equals 2x plus 3 over 2. Okay. Do we need any more examples, or do we feel confident enough to start this on our own? I can't do the whole thing. That's kind of the point of homework.
What about number 3?
number 3. Okay, so look at the notation on number 2 and the notation on number 3, and then take a little peek back at your notes. I think I said something about you have a question that looks like both of these, but it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so number 2 and number 3 are going to be the exact same everything. Okay? I don't like when we write functions, composite functions, the way they do for 3, 4, and 6, because it doesn't make as much sense to our brains. But I don't get to make the decisions, so
You do.
I really don't actually. Okay, are there any other examples that we need?
I'm good.
Okay, if you have any questions, please come let me know.